Hi guys, and welcome back with my next video. As you've already seen in my short video, what is this video is all about. In this detailed video, I have tried to answer each and every question I have mentioned in my short video. So, without wasting further time, let's get started this video. So first of all, I am talking about this section. So basically section 139 subsection 1 talks about filing of return of income. Then I have categorized persons who are required to file the ITR in three categories. A category is related to mandatory required to file ITR. Basically, company and the partnership firm, including LLP, are required to file ITR. And second category is B category, is related to the person who are required to file the ITR if their income exceed the basic exemption limit before claiming exemption under section 54 54B, basically related to 54 section 54 category. And C category is related to the resident but not ordinary resident who is a beneficial owner. Basically that category is little bit tricky. I know it is not applicable on most of the audience, or you can say most of the peoples, but I am giving a little or brief idea about it. If you want to know in detail, you can connect with me, so I can provide a detailed description about this category. So C category is related to resident but not ordinary resident. A person is beneficial owner of any asset located outside the India, has signing authority in any account outside the India, and B is beneficiary of any asset including financial interest located outside the India. So basically, if income is already included in income of A, then B is not required to file return. So I am not giving a detailed description about this category. If you guys want to know about this category, you can comment down below in comment section. I can provide a separate video. And second question is, how do I know if I'm required to file the ITR? So basically, there are 5 points you can check out. You can check the 5 points to know whether you are required to file the ITR or not. So first one is related to deposit in bank account. So there are two bank account everyone knows: current account, saving account. Current account, if deposit exceed 1 crore in one current account or more than one current account, then you're required to file ITR. So basically limit is exceed 1 crore. It is not including 1 crore but exceed 1 crore. If the amount of deposit in current account exceed 1 crore, then the person is required to file ITR. Second, relate to deposit in saving bank account. So if deposit in saving bank account is 15 lakhs, so basically we have included 15 lakh as well there. 15 lakh or more than 15 lakh in one or more saving account, then the person is required to file ITR. Second limit is related to foreign travel expenditure. Basically, if a person is incurring amount on foreign travel is exceeding 2 lakh rupees, whether for self or for any other person, then that person is required to file ITR. And third category is related to turnover or gross receipt. Basically, in case of business, अगर किसी पर्सन की टर्नओवर 60 लाख को एक्सीड करती है, तो उस पर्सन को अपनी ITR फाइल करना ऑब्लिगेटरी है. उस पर्सन को अपनी ITR फाइल करना पड़ेगा. एंड सेकेंड इज रिलेटेड टू प्रोफेशन. अगर आप किसी प्रोफेशन में हो और आपकी ग्रॉस रिसीट 10 लाख को एक्सीड करती है, तो आपको ITR फाइल करना मैंडेटरी है. एंड देन इज फोर्थ कैटेगरी, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू TDS और TCS. अगर किसी पर्सन का TDS और TCS 25,000 और 25,000 से ज़्यादा है, तो उस पर्सन को अपनी ITR फाइल करना ऑब्लिगेटरी है. ही इज़ रिक्वायर्ड टू फाइल हिज ITR. बट यही लिमिट आपकी 25,000 से 50,000 हो जाती है अगर आप एक सीनियर सिटीजन हो तो. एंड वन एंड लास्ट लिमिट, दैट इज़ रिलेटेड टू द एक्सपेंडिचर टुवर्ड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. अगर आपके इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के एक्सपेंसेस 1 लाख को एक्सीड करते हैं, तो भी आपको रिटर्न फाइल करना ऑब्लिगेटरी है. यू आर लाइबल टू फाइल ITR. सो हियर वी हैव चेक्ड how do I know if I am required to file ITR? And next question is there any due date to file ITR? And if yes, then what is the due date to file ITR? So Basically, yes, there is a due date to file ITR. In layman language, we can say due date is the last date. What is the last date to file ITR? So, I have categorized due date in 5 categories. Just a better understanding, I have created a chart form for the due date of the ITR. First one is related to person filing TPA report. Basically, what is a TPA report is? TPA report is transfer pricing report. TPA report related to TPE is transfer pricing report. So transfer pricing is a concept we discuss in the international taxation. So I'm just providing the what is the due date. So I'm just discussing about the due date, not about the detailed description of the transfer pricing there. So due date for filing of return of income for the person who is filing the transfer pricing report is 30th September of the assessment year. And second category for basically what is the assessment year? AY is related to assessment year. Assessment year is the year following the financial year. Now what is the financial year? For an example, for the current year, financial year is, if we will discuss about 2000, for example 2022-2023 is a financial year, then assessment year will be 2023 and 2024. If it is a financial year, then it is a assessment year. So basically assessment year is the year following the financial year. Second category relate to every company other than covered in point 1. बेसिकली वो कंपनी जिनको अपनी ट्रांसफ़र प्राइसिंग रिपोर्ट फाइल करने की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होती है, उनके लिए रिटर्न फाइलिंग की ड्यू डेट, ITR फाइलिंग की ड्यू डेट 31st of October of the assessment year. As you already know what is the assessment year. Third category related to every person जिसकी बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट BOA here refer to बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट. वो पर्सन जिन्हें अपनी बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट ऑडिट कराने की रिक्वायरमेंट है, या तो इनकम टैक्स या फिर किसी और लॉ में, सो उन सबको अपनी उन सब की रिटर्न फाइलिंग की ड्यू डेट होती है 31st October ऑफ द असेसमेंट ईयर. एंड द फोर्थ वन इज़ द पर्सन, वो पर्सन जो किसी पार्टनरशिप फर्म का पार्टनर है और उस पार्टनरशिप फर्म के बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट हमारे ऑडिट होते हैं, तो उस पर्सन की भी ड्यू डेट हमारी 31st October ऑफ द असेसमेंट ईयर हो जाएगी. And fifth one is the last person, is for any other person. It covered the salary persons, as we all know. So due date for them, last date for them is 31st of July of the assessment year. So for them is 31st July of the assessment year. So that is all about this video. So if there any confusion or any point you want to discuss in detail, you can comment down below in the comment section. I can provide a further detail or the guidelines about each and every point. Thank you so much for stay connecting with me, for watching my video. So please do like, share and subscribe my channel and my videos, and provide me further detail on what topic I should provide the next video. Thank you so much.